Let's go over how to update the firmware on your VUEROID S1. To make sure you can use all of VUEROID's features properly and get the best image quality, we highly recommend updating your device to the latest firmware before using it. Here is a quick note. If you turn off the power or remove the SD card during the firmware update, it can cause permanent damage to the dashcam, so please make sure not to turn off the power while the update is in progress. There are two ways to update the firmware. First, let's look at how to update the firmware using an SD card. Turn off the power. Remove the SD card from the S1 and connect it to your PC. Once connected, go to the VUEROID website and open the support tab to download the latest firmware file. Then scroll down and click on the product you're using. You'll see tabs like Manual, Firmware, FAQ, and Video. Click the Firmware tab, and you can check and download the latest firmware for your device. On that same page, you can also check how to update firmware using the SD card, and what's included in the firmware update. Once you've downloaded the firmware file, unzip the zip file. After unzipping, you'll find a firmware file, which is a DAT file. Copy that firmware file directly into the top root folder of your SD card exactly as it is. After copying the file, remove the SD card from your PC. Then, with the S1 device powered off, insert the SD card back into the device. Now turn the power on, and the firmware update will start automatically. During the update, the S1's LED light will blink. Once completed, your S1 is ready to use normally. Also, once the update is complete, the firmware file you placed in the SD card will be automatically deleted. Let's look at how to update firmware using the VUEROID Hub app. If your S1 device's firmware version is lower than the latest version, the app will download the latest firmware to your smartphone. Power on your S1 and press the Wi-Fi button on the S1 to activate Wi-Fi mode. Connect your S1 to the VUEROID Hub app using Wi-Fi. If you want to learn how to connect the device with Wi-Fi through VUEROID Hub app, please refer to the link on the description below. Once connected, the app will automatically start downloading the latest firmware. Once download is complete, the message "Firmware transfer successful" will pop up. Tap Confirm, and your firmware update will be in progress on your S1. It will reboot automatically. Please wait until the update is done. Once the firmware update is done, the device will automatically boot up again, and you are ready to use.